Hello, you guys. Today we are going to be practicing some of the more common phrases that you would use in speaking that you may not necessarily have learned in your book yet. Okay? So the first one we're going to go through is que, then donde, and como. Que, donde, como. These are all question words. Okay? So let's practice with this one. ¿Qué es esto? Means, what is this? Es un lápiz. ¿Qué hora es? Quiere preguntar. A ver, aquí está un reloj y están los dos ahí. ¿Qué hora es? Es mediodía. Oh, son las 12. Okay? So, ¿qué is usually used to ask what? Okay? ¿Dónde is used to ask where? So, ¿dónde está? Because está is our location word. This upside down question mark tells us it's going to be a question. ¿Dónde están? I lose these all the time. ¿Dónde están mis llaves? Es una muy buena pregunta, ¿no? I'm sure your parents always know where theirs are. I lose mine. If you were going to tell me my keys were right here, you would say, they are aquí, or están aquí. If they were a little bit farther away, still see them there, you could say están allá. Okay, so aquí, allá. Allá is far away, aquí is here. Okay, now another one that you need to know how to say is the como word. And this is often used to ask how. How, okay? So como is asking how. Donde is asking where. And que is asking what. Okay? So we're down to como. How, como se dice? This is a very important phrase. It says, how do you say, or how does one say, como se dice? A ver. Esto en español. And you can hold this up, and often people will tell you the name of it. Okay? ¿Cómo se dice esto en español? ¿Cómo se dice esto? How do you say this? Es una pluma. And this may be review for some of you, but I want to give you a little quick heads up because as you watch the video, you are going to hear these words, que, donde, and como. You're going to hear a lot of que está, meaning what is. Okay? And you're going to see a picture, and they're going to answer. The next part, they are going to ask you, ¿dónde está? So you are going to have to listen carefully to figure out where is something. Okay? And the final part that you are going to see is they are going to ask you, ¿cómo? And often they're going to ask you something like, ¿cómo es? ¿Cómo es is a big, broad question asking, what is this like? So, ¿cómo es la pluma? Es amarilla, right? ¿Cómo es tu mamá? What is your mom like? You might say, mi mamá es muy simpática, muy inteligente. Me ama tanto. Okay? So it's kind of a describing word. And that's our first bit is que, donde, and como. The next part you are going to be listening to is demonstrative adjectives. Okay? Demonstrative shows where something is in relation to something else. So let's imagine we had this present here, right? ¿Dónde está el regalo? This person could say, está aquí, meaning it's very close. They could also say, está allá, if it is farther away. Okay? So that tells position. We haven't quite learned those things yet. Next, demonstrative adjectives would talk about certain things and where their location is. So if we were talking about a pencil, let's imagine this is a pencil. That is a terrible pencil. Es una lápiz y está cerca de este muchacho. He would say, este lápiz, because it's close to him. However, if it's a little bit further, he would say, ese lápiz, meaning it's still somewhat close, but it's farther away from him. Ese lápiz. And if it was really far away, it would look really tiny, right? He would say, aquel. Okay? So, ese, aquel. As it gets further and further away, you see that it changes. So real quick, este, ese, aquel. Now the fun part about this is that it changes based on number and gender of your noun, okay? So if I had 2 pencils, we would say estes lápices, esos lápices, y aquellos lápices. Muy bien, because el lápiz es masculino. Si estamos hablando de una pluma, es la pluma, right? La pluma. So the endings are going to change. Okay, so it would be esta pluma, esa pluma, aquella pluma. Okay, now if we had more than one, we would say estas plumas, esas plumas, aquellas plumas. Okay, and that is all the background you need before you listen to the next videos. Now you are going to listen and then you are going to respond to the questions. There's a little mini quiz in Canvas just to review what you've heard, but I really want you to get in the habit of listening to Spanish because you end up acquiring more of the language that way by just hearing it in context. They don't speak very quickly, and you are always welcome to press pause and rewind it a little bit if you want to hear it again. So good luck with this listening exercise. There is no homework from the book this week. This is just a listening exercise. So make sure you watch the 2 videos and do the 2 quizzes that are in your Canvas module. Thanks so much. Bye.